And even a little bit.
See, yeah,
There.
yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Now, how do they do the zooming like today?
You're actually live right now.
No, the whole life expo is going on, for example. How they doing Zoom?
You have to sign up for it.
Oh, zooming. Okay. Okay. Now it's already live.
Yes, we're
Okay.
live.
Okay. Now, so the little dog, what name? Santi.
Yeah.
So like very curious, and the human being they are more in the machine in the mental thinking. So this is the life of living and thinking. It get too much into the thinking. They already think too much, excessive thinking. You see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see, I feel, yeah.
So what the difference in like bodybuilder, for example, spend out of 24 hour, 10 hour, half the time into the body.
Mm-hmm.
And in the mind or sleeping, thinking, still thinking. So more focus on the body. It's good to think of the body, but it get obsessed, with the body. And they look good, because muscles look good for the physical eyes. That's one body level. Then mental, the culture as we live in all the time for survival, or most of us uh, geared toward money, 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 money. Okay, and nothing wrong with that because the culture as we live in is so. What you have to say?
Well, Stella was asking this morning something about music and inspiration.
Well, a little bit. I think actually my question today would be how do we stop from getting hyper focused on things that don't matter? How do you stop from focusing on things that aren't important?
Yeah, that's exactly what we are talking.
Right on.
Yeah, like so the proportion, like as we were talking, that it's good to earn money, and money is very important, but money minded is a different dimension. Becoming money minded. You see the difference? So, the same way, whatever profession you have, is nothing wrong with that because the energy is flowing there, you know. Like a scientist, focus on science, the don't think of the music, let the music flow through you, and it is nothing wrong. It is perfectly perfect because whatever you do, 100%, without the worry. Like the great musician, like Michael Jackson, they think, they eat music, they drink music, they think music. There's nothing wrong.
Mhm.
Because the music take over there. But worry is one thing, and music is another thing. So when the artist get bought and sold, how my concert will make more ticket,
Mhm.
you know, then it become a prostitution of the music.
Yeah,
That's different.
agents and producers and
And
labels.
and you enter in the world of a puppet in the hands of other people. You don't live the life, you know. The life is get already sold. You have to do the concert and you are ready for the next, and this become a mechanical. So the great musicians and the great painters, most of them they died very poor because their painting or music will enter through them and will happen. They were not selling it.
Mhm.
When you are selling, then it become a what? Become a business.
Business, yeah.
Even the person who produced the music, he become a tool, a machine in the hands of other hidden people. In today's world, the great bodybuilder, great players, they are used as cattle. World Wrestling Foundation. Somebody own them. Some big organization, they own them. Oh, they need to look good muscle, they need to be injected. They become like a cattle.
Yeah.
And it's no more fun. If you interview them behind that, outside the big circus, but if you their personal life, it become a mechanical, then it's no more fun.
Yeah. Well, it's true also of many well-known actors and, say, musicians, artists. Their life, when they're not performing or producing their art, is actually quite a burden.
Yeah.
They're not carefree.
There is a beauty in unorganized
Yeah.
music when it is not made for selling or cassette and that. And the world is many great artists. They are they are not well known
Mhm.
because they don't have the bright agent
Mhm.
who market them, and they die poor. See, there is a value in the organized fish. They inject the special hormone to make it beefy, fat, and then now you go to the whole food. There is a special price for the wild fish. Why do they want to eat wild animals and wild fish? Because which is not wild, is organized with the food, with the injection, with the weight, and produce more, produce more, and that is one price. The wild, which is not under their control of the machine, that is bigger price because genetic code is different in that. Like unorganic and organic, why people go to the weekend farm, because organic carrot or vegetable taste different than the normal. But is it the organic in the royal family, like when they get married, if they don't follow the so-called the word, rules, protocol, then you are in, and then it's a dead thing. So the truth is wild. Truth cannot be organized. The love is wild. It cannot be. The moment you organized marriage or arranged marriage, it is one way can feed your lower chakra, the belly, and produce, but it's not the perfume is gone, the quality is gone. Now, the music, why it soothes, the vibrations are the same in the music and the noise. But music is orchestra mean in harmony. Harmony means give you healing. But then there is wild music, which cannot be understood by the mind, the music of like the winds are blowing. Does any machine organize that music? No. Sometimes very fast, sometimes very slow. But in the wholeness, including both organized and unorganized, and transcendental. And this is what is. But human beings are so live on the lower level of the survival of the body, food. Then they cannot live even as happy as even the animals. They're always worried. It's not royal families, they get the shipping the royalty, but long faced. So what is the real royalty? Royalty is not that, okay, the word don't describe wild, but it's the whole, one without the two. One without the two, oneness means it include all. It include wild, natural, organized. It include it all. Wholeness. You cannot step out of the nowness. Now and order. And it cannot be taught. Truth cannot be taught. What the topic we put? Know thyself is not a verbal question. self-education, self-examination. It has both knowing and unknowing, and that's why the curiosity is more dominating in the animal. They don't want, they already don't plan, oh, I will go to Beverly Hills and smell them. It has no idea. It does not need the idea.
Yeah.
It does not have the plan and project. Plan project is the other name of the fear. So the when you are young, you are more in the moment here now, not in the mental machine. But nowadays, even the young people are so much worried. They get consumed by the mental activity. Oh, my other friends, they have this cell phone, they have this car, I will have.
But also now the social media, so you get prompts. Oh, this guy
Yeah.
just posted this picture. Oh, his makeup, her makeup looks good. Her hair is great. I have to get the same hair. Oh
Yeah,
no, the fashion. So it's more.
But this is what is called not living. It is only the cats and dogs are far better because their hair, everything is done by their servants.
No worries. Yeah. And if it doesn't get done, they don't care. They're perfectly okay.
So these are the two things we talk about. Imagine you eliminate all the world religions in the world. No matter what religion, Hindu religion, Christian religion, Jesus Christ, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you say that all dead is dead. If you ask the Santi or the dog, okay, what would you follow, Christian or none of that. It's already gone. Then education or science, mainly for one gear, and that is bread earning. All the education, whether you do engineer, doctor, mainly you join a big company. You go around but basically bread earning. Nothing wrong with that. That is very good. Food, clothes, shelter, survival, image, picture, your recognition in society, all those things are there. That is good. Then there is scientific research. Why the cats and dogs don't do the research? Because the region, they do not fight like the man. Man want to conquer this boundary, this is my country, that country, you know. Billion and trillions are only toward the fear. Even the big countries are only translation of all invented weapons is because of fear. But imagine the invisible weapon, for example, the corona or COVID did not invent machine gun.
We did.
But it killed more people than anything. So imagine Mother Nature, how it works. Tsunami happen, weather change happen, the climate things are happening. Those are advanced science, bigger than science. But science of all science means being, being and becoming. This science, the science of relativity and the absolute. Absolute means all science 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then comes the zero, the vacuum. Why the zero is most powerful? Why? Because it includes it all. It includes one, it includes two, it includes three.
And it's both positive and negative.
Positive and negative, and transcendental, the wholeness. And that is what you enter in the womb in the sound sleep. When you are no body, when you are into nothingness, nothingness and everythingness at the same time. Now, if we observe the sound sleep, it's not the sleep we go enter in the bed. You lie down the bed, you are still thinking, dreaming, slowly enter the sound sleep, maybe not even 1 hour. Okay. But that the recharge of your thinking mind, your ego, ahem, all activity. When you are in the sound sleep, you are not your name and form. You are not Natalie or you are not Stella. You are no body. It's a mini death. No body is entry. This is the swimming pool of all pool. Because swimming pool you feel body good. But the mind enter in the no mindness, in the no egoness. People try to achieve that no mindness through, external sex, drug, rock and roll, for 5, 10 minutes they're drunk and they're high and they feel better. But this is fake. Why? Because after a while the same chattering mind comes with interest. That's escape, forgetfulness, escape. People change outer things. They change the car, they change the house, but inside they remain the same. So here we are talking the shift. Shift means this, the whole search of becoming that is looking toward the being which already is. It came from being. And instead of returning back to the root, the source, it is just getting lost into other things. All the science of wanting, becoming, guarding, future, fear, all that is gone. When you are not. So that way, thinking from animal to human has given some comfort, but it has given bigger curse to human. Human being has reduced themselves to human becoming, and from human becoming human doing, and then again doing, and then overdoing.
Human overdoing.
Yeah. And restless, wrapped into the expensive castles and expensive clothes, but still much more anxietyful. So all the people with billion and trillions, they want to go into royalty. So what is really royalty? Real royalty is the reality, not false, not lies, not fake, not dream, coming out of all dream. Now, this life of ego is another dream, dream within the dream. Then what is not dream? That is the other dimension. Because as long as you are into the thinking mind, no matter you change blue to green or pink, is all the same. Imagine the people go on earning $1 million from 20 year to 40 year and spend most of the life, and then they cannot even enjoy it. That's the worst part. That's the worst part, that go on working and working for somebody whom they do not know.
Yeah.
They think they know, but they really don't know. For example, the one who are in big cities and Beverly Hills and blah blah, they don't have as much fun as the homeless in the Venice Beach.
I know.
Venice Beach, some problem, but still more fun. It's like waterfront properties.
Mhm.
That's why people they think, hey, we are enjoying, we are living right now. You can think and calculate as much as you want.
There's a guy in Las Feliz that has been there many years. Up on the hill, you see him.
Oh,
Okay, he made his own little road. And we have a friend that bought a house, maybe not too far away, $2 million. But this guy, the same view, zero, zero property tax.
no tax, no rules, no
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah.
They have been focusing the young poor guy in his mind, or 20% and this and that. 20% they want the property,
Sorry.
but I don't take it seriously. I know it is all a drama. So, body, mind, and soul. People have invented soul, but they really don't really know ABC of soul. Soul or the world, God, these are just words. God or soul, that is the other name of this isness. Isness. What is isness? Wholeness, without the thinking, without the thought, just without the worry. Can you be? No, you are calculating. Right, wrong, right, wrong. You have this. What is that? This.
Scissor.
Cutting. Right, wrong, bad, good, bad, good, bad. All the time. Because you ended up into this. You can't be without it. You go anywhere. I'm not talking of you. I'm talking of human mind. Good, bad, right, wrong. Good, bad, right, wrong. This is I like, this I don't like.
This is right, this is wrong.
But in the sound sleep, you don't have this seizure.
True.
In the dream, you have. So change the seizure into flute. Flute means flowing without swimming. Just flow with the flow. Then you will start being part of the wholeness. Wholeness, holiness. From good, bad to godliness, holiness. The more the seeker, all is gone. Actually, the whole search, enlightenment, all those things are already is because you are already, but we miss it because we are looking outside. The very looking is the illusory. How can you find something which is not a thing, whether God or anything, which is not a thing? Thing is the other name of fear. So from now analyze the fear, 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 false energy appear as real.
Mm.
you know, fake, fake energy appear like real. Apparently appear, apparently appear, apparently appear. It is like a bubble.
That's a very good one to remember.
See, it's like last time I was talking, there is like a tumor. The thinking is like tumor. It comes from nothingness and appear as somethingness because it becomes like bubble, bubble. So the actualization, you don't go against anything, against money, against anything. You have no enemy, you have no opposite. You start accepting as is, as is. Now you can sell it, but it does not want to sell. Why you want to sell the easiness? But people have organized the religions selling Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ comes himself, they will be afraid. You will spoil our business. Get out. Yeah,
That's funny.
you will spoil our business, you know. So that's what the human mind, like we were talking of the love is not for sale, God is not for sale, the reality is not for sale, but you can apparently make it appear like three goddesses, three Minikan, I was telling you. Those are unified field of the mind. Saraswati, Lakshmi, Kali, those are the manifestation. The gods, goddesses, the man-made for their own. The preachers, the Brahman, the preachers, one class who invent the trickery and trickery to suck the money that they are the chosen one, they are the better ones. But the mind like to entertain constantly. Movies, music, what is this? The ones who are not in happy and blissful. You sell any ticket of $1,000 to your concert or any CD or any music. It already is. It does not need entertainment. The one who is lonely, who is depressed, who is they for a while they get obsessed into that. But instead of listening to music, sensual, be the music. The life become musical. The life become musical. The life itself. And that is the life of a child. You know, the child goes like this. The child watch this. It does not classify. It does not value. Oh, this one is better. This one is not better. It does not have the
Good, bad.
seizure in the. That is called observing without the observer. Observing without the ego, without the observer. And that's the state of the great seers. The great seers then, like the great Ramana Maharishi, the Guru, he, he could not speak because he entered into the state of being, but he could communion. When heart to heart communion, you don't need word. It's the human beings who the English words or hello, how are you, how are you, they don't really mean. They throw at you. So, of course, the behavior world needs those words. So, when the absolute sun comes, then you don't need the lamps and candles and nothing. All is including in that. That is called the master entertainment without the instruments. That's like returning not to God or godliness, returning simple word being, human being. Otherwise, the soul is always wandering, wandering, wandering. So the drops are dissolved into the river, river into the ocean, and then it has become the ocean itself. You have anything to say?
No, thank you.
Yeah. So, what was your question?
My question, well, I think I asked it, but I suppose about music, you mean? Um, how do we get it to flow more easily? How do you make it more easy to write music and to listen?
See, the more grounding in the being means that absolute space, then few words are more powerful than lot of words. For little example, the Beatles, they were writing and composing, and all of a sudden they entered into the transcendental meditation. The words which come, all you need is love. Why it became so popular? Because one coming from here, one coming from ego, one coming from the heart. And the truth is the weapon which dispel the darkness. So the music coming from lower chakras is one effect. The one coming from the heart space is another effect, another power, another, you know. You have seen the circus and the attorneys and arguing. One is 9 hour of argument. Another person don't even say word, 3 words. So the thing from the heart, even because whether you are even little girl from Russia or Ukraine, everybody knows the truth without the words. The truth is such a energy field. Even the dog, cat, all they are in the embedded in the truth. The truth is in the heart. You know that story, the king and the two ladies, they claim a child, a baby. This is my child. This is my child. This is my child. This is my... And they have argument to verify. The unreal was more clever because he was more emotional. But the wisdom of the king was very wise. He said, okay, let's cut it and give half and half. But the real mother said, you don't need to give it to me. Give it. What that shows?
That she was the real mother. Because real love wouldn't allow that.
So, now, how can you sell a music born out of silence? That's the great music of the great elders, great seers, which cannot be spoken. Yes, and you want to give to only few. That's compassion. Today, the music born, what the difference? In the West, one kind of music. Like Paris Hilton, they sent me the video, one kind of music. You go India, sitar, another music. You go to Japan, flute and very, very, very transcendental. With the empty balls, they will move, music born. Then there is music already happening. In each day has different rhythm, different sounds. The Saturn rings, the astronauts, they recorded those music. Now, then there is the DMT music, what you call 1,000 or 1 million megahertz, and those, how do they measure? How do they measure those? Yes, the DMT music and those music, they bring the effect on the healing, because sound healing, because everything is nothing but vibrations. Vibrations, mantras, sounds, those are healing sounds. It's nothing wrong in that. You have seen the beautiful music of Yogananda, different. So, as we said, there is one is the external listening the music, and that the other is the one who is listening and music become itself the music. Ho 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 ho. That this is the music. Ho 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 ho. You see, the life itself become music, musical. Your each gesture, your each walk, your every action, become music itself. Music, the other word of the harmony, unified field, unification. And that cannot be spoken with the words. For example, you go in the ocean, does it have a music? Yes, it has beautiful music in the evening. But the ocean listening to the music, why? It itself is the music. In the sound sleep, when ego is dead, mini death, you do not need any senses. Beautiful smell, perfume. This expression of the world is what is that? That is sensory perception only. But the great perception is no perception. And that is the absolute silence. Now people think, oh, should I die? The real death is a negative word because we are identified to the only little words. But in the vacuum, maximum activity of all activities are already there. No wanting, automatic it happens, automatic. That the super science, automatic. Do you know the fantastic music happening in your body? The heart has its own rhythm, the thought, the hand, everything. That is super science. You would not believe the great mystery in the breath, the left and right. Right control all the physical activity, the right master the mental activity. Each 40 minutes they change, body and mind. Then when they unify, they become in the third, which is harmonizing, transcendental state. So we should end here. Yeah? Okay. And
Click again.